What's good, Broncos country? Did you feel the ground shake? We're in the heart of a season where the Broncos defense is proving it can strike fear into any quarterback in the league. And today, we're diving headfirst into some exciting news that's got the Denver Broncos family buzzing. A rookie is starting to make waves in our secondary, and he's already caught the attention of none other than the best cornerback in the NFL. Who is this guy? Does he have what it takes to join the elite of our defense and help carry the Broncos back to the top? Stay tuned, because this video will keep you glued to the screen, fam. Let's get it. Broncos country, let me tell you something. Our defense is living a moment that makes every fan's heart race. After seasons fighting to recapture that old-school glory, 2024 is showing that the Broncos have a secondary capable of making opposing quarterbacks second-guess every throw. At the center of it all is Patrick Surtain II, the guy who was just crowned the 2024 Defensive Player of the Year. We're talking 45 tackles, 11 passes defended, 4 interceptions, and even a pick six that made Empower Field explode like the good old days. But this video isn't just about PS2. Today, we're talking about a rookie who's starting to steal the show and got a shout-out straight from our superstar. Ready? Let's meet this rising star. His name is Jahdae Barron, a rookie cornerback who's coming in hot on the Denver Broncos family radar. This kid came from the University of Texas, where he was known for being a natural leader with an insane ability to read quarterbacks and close gaps like he's got a map of the field in his head. In training camp and preseason, Barron has already shown flashes of what he can bring to our roster: lightning speed, sharp instincts, and a fearless mentality, even when facing veteran receivers. But what makes this even more exciting? Patrick Surtain II himself, the absolute gold standard at the position, gave his take on Barron. He's got huge potential, but still has a ton of work to do to reach the elite level we expect here in Denver. What did Surtain mean by that? Well, he's being the leader we all respect. PS2 knows that being an elite NFL cornerback isn't just about raw talent. It's about studying film until the early hours, understanding every nuance of the game, staying disciplined on every snap, and having that grit to want to be the best in every practice. Barron is being molded to that sky-high standard that turns Surtain into the guy who shuts down any receiver in the league. In practice, the rookie is already going up against heavy hitters on our offense like Courtland Sutton and Marvin Jones III. And from what folks close to the team are saying, he's holding his own. But Surtain, with all his experience, is making it clear the road to stardom is long, and Barron's got to grind to get there. Now, hold up for a sec, Broncos country, and picture this: a secondary with Patrick Surtain II on one side, making quarterbacks think twice before throwing, and Jahdae Barron growing on the other, becoming a nightmare for any receiver who crosses his path. That's the kind of thing that makes us dream of the glory days of our defense, like the era of Champ Bailey, Brian Dawkins, and the legendary Orange Crush. Barron is bringing fresh fire to our roster, and what he's shown so far is enough to get the fan base hyped. In the preseason, he finished one game with 4 solo tackles and 1 pass defended, showing he's got a nose for the ball and doesn't shy away from the fight. But, as Surtain pointed out, the kid is still raw. The NFL is a different beast, and wearing the orange and blue comes with a level of dedication that only the greats can handle. What's up, Broncos country? What do you think of Jahdae Barron so far? Is he ready to start alongside Surtain, or does he still need some seasoning to shine in our secondary? Drop your thoughts in the comments, because I know the Denver Broncos family is always locked in on every detail of our team. And speaking of which, we're seeing a roster that blends the experience of veterans like Surtain with the fresh blood of guys like Barron, and it's making our defense more dangerous than ever. Let's put this in context. The 2024 season has been a game changer for the Broncos. After years without playoffs, our defense finished among the top 10 in the league for passing yards allowed, giving up just 185 yards per game on average. That's the kind of stat line that screams a team that knows how to lock down the skies. Surtain is the maestro of this orchestra, But Barron's arrival could be the spark we need to turn our secondary into a true fortress. In practice, Barron is being pushed to the limit, facing receivers who know every trick in the book. He's already shown he's got the speed to cover short and intermediate routes, with a knack for changing direction that leaves opponents lost. But, as Surtain noted, there's still room to grow, deep route coverage, and the strength to handle bigger, physical receivers, like the massive tight ends we see in the AFC West. Think about it, fam. The Denver Broncos are building something that could change the game. The defense is becoming that wall that makes opposing teams rethink their strategies. Surtain is the cornerstone, the guy who's already proven he can erase top receivers like Davante Adams and Tyreek Hill. But Barron? He's the promise, the guy who could grow into the perfect partner for PS2. In preseason games, he's shown flashes of brilliance, tackle after tackle, play reads that feel like a veteran's, and an energy that lifts the whole team. But the NFL doesn't play nice. Every snap is a test, and Barron will need time, reps, and above all, that mentality of wanting to be the best. With Surtain as his mentor, he's on the right path, but Broncos country knows success doesn't come free. What gets me most excited is the long-term potential. Picture this, 2 or 3 years from now, a secondary with Surtain and Barron dominating the league, forcing turnovers and sending a clear message. Nobody gets past the Denver Broncos. But, as Surtain said, the work is just beginning. Barron needs to adjust to the NFL's insane pace, where every game is a physical and mental battle. He's being coached by the best, with a guy like Vance Joseph, who knows how to get the most out of a secondary. And the fans? We settle for nothing less than excellence. Barron's feeling that pressure, but from what he's shown, it seems like he thrives on the challenge. So, Broncos country, tell me, what are you expecting from Jahdae Barron this season? Think he's going to surprise us and lock down a starting spot right away? Or does he need another year to solidify his game? And another thing, who do you think is the best mentor for him on the roster besides Surtain? Drop it all in the comments because we want to hear the Denver Broncos family's voice. And while you're at it, let me tell you more about how Barron could change the game for our team. Barron's impact isn't just about the present, it's about the future of the Broncos. With Surtain already established as the guy who makes receivers disappear, Barron could be the piece that completes the puzzle. Our division, the AFC West, is a minefield with quarterbacks like Patrick Mahomes and Justin Herbert, slinging missiles every week. To compete with those guys, we need a secondary that's more than solid. It needs to be legendary. Barron's showing he's got the potential for that. But, as Surtain said, he's got to keep grinding. In practice, he's facing situations that mimic the worst-case scenarios. Double routes, play actions, all the stuff a quarterback like Mahomes loves to exploit. And so far, he's holding up, with a confidence that makes you believe he can get there. Broncos country, we know what it's like to root for a team that's lived through moments of glory. From John Elway to Von Miller, we've always had players who carried the orange and blue pride with passion. Now, with Surtain leading and Barron rising, we're seeing the start of a new era for our defense. But what do you think? Does Barron have what it takes to be the next big name in our secondary, or is it too early to put that weight on his shoulders? The truth is, with the right guidance and the support of the fans, this kid could soar. And we know that here in Denver, the fans are the 12th man pushing the team forward. The 2024 season is sending a clear message. The Broncos are back and ready to roll. And with guys like Jahdae Barron stepping into the mix, we might be witnessing the birth of a defense that'll make the whole league respect Broncos country. But, as Surtain said, the work is never done. Barron needs to keep studying, keep training, and keep proving he deserves a spot on this roster. And us, as fans, we'll be right here, cheering on every snap, hyped for every tackle, and demanding the best, because that's what the Denver Broncos family does. Yo, Broncos country, if you're true Denver Broncos fam, you won't want to miss a single play of this epic season. Subscribe to the channel now, hit that bell so you don't miss a video, and come along with us on this journey to the playoffs, just click below and join the squad that lives and breathes orange and blue. Let me be real with you, Broncos country. Jahdae Barron reminds me a bit of Surtain when he came in back in 2021. That raw talent, but with a long road ahead. What gets me hyped is that he's being coached by one of the best, and with the right mindset, he could become a monster in our secondary. But I want to hear from you. Do you think Barron's ready to make noise now, or does he need another year to lock it in? And another thing, which receiver in the league do you think will be his toughest test this season? Drop it all in the comments because we want to hear from the fans. So, Denver Broncos fam, what would you do if you were Jahdae Barron? Would you go all out to impress Surtain and the fans right away, or play it steady to build confidence over time? Comment below, drop a like. To support the channel and share with your friends to spread the Broncos country passion. Until the next video, where we'll keep breaking down every play from this defense that's got the league shaking. Let's go, Broncos!